Because if you're going to fight with the moose, Kathy, the moose is always going to win. Hey guys, welcome to the backyard here at 9 News. I'm here with Matt Akabane and the Associate Landscape Contractors of Colorado, talking all things gardening. So we have a list today as we sort of plan out our finishing spring, getting into summer, going into fall. So first things first, we're like a month in. We're just wrapping up kind of the spring start.
Yep.
And then what's on the first to-do list next?
Well, first, thank you for having me back. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Top 5 things would be to start deadheading in kind of our layman terms. Is deadheading is cutting off all the old flowers off your perennials.
Because we got stuff blooming already.
Always, yes. And with the heat lately, everything's starting to pop, like you said in your yard. But shaping the plants. Second thing we'd do is clean up all the needles and all the leaves that are under the evergreens and the trees and get that all out of there for the summertime. Planting annuals and perennials right now, for your summer parties, get a lot of color in the yard, but also, installing new black edging, which is nice. Get that nice, crisp, clean, edge in the yard.
And it's a good time now because you get a better sense as things are coming in. Like, you're not looking at your dead spring, nothing's started yet, right? We're starting to get a sense of how big the garden's going to bloom in the summer.
Right, yeah.
So it's a good time to get your edges.
Yep.
And
this is a real nice one. It's heavy duty. And also black mulch goes underneath the plants. Really makes the colors pop, which is really pretty.
When people are picking mulch colors, I mean, is this mostly a trend thing, or is there a value in having the darker the mulch? Does it mean anything different?
It's more of a trend, more for aesthetics too.
Sure.
It really helps the plants, the greenery come to life.
Yes.
The brown kind of drowns things out a little bit. So I kind of favor the black.
Yeah.
So
it's very trendy. Very trendy. Okay. So that's kind of getting us into the beginning of summer. Middle summer, what are some things that we need to be planning for? Maybe July, August, right?
Fertilizing is great. If you're planting anything, annuals and perennials, shrubs and trees, always use a starter fertilizer. Helps to kind of get the roots to grow into the native soil, helps the kind of plant acclimate. So definitely fertilizing helps. And also using soil. And if you did do any kind of aerating in the spring on your lawns, it's great to put some soil, some fertilizer, and some sand down, and then rake it back and forth so those products fall into those holes that you've extracted, and now the lawn has some really good nutrients to grow into.
Okay.
So, which is excellent.
And in our final couple of seconds here, then you got to start thinking out to fall. I know it's wild. We're thinking fall before it's even summer. What's the quick to-do list before we get into deep fall?
So deep fall, winter kind of preparations is definitely I brought a backflow bag.
Okay.
So it's an insulated bag that you put over your backflow. You definitely want to get your downspouts and your gutters cleaned out. Make sure that there's no leaf buildup on top of the roofs, so you obviously would have leaks. Disconnect the hoses from any of your spigots outside the house. And then also use this kind of a tubing over the copper pipe that goes into the ground. And as you can see, I took this from my house, so you want to kind of bury this a little bit in the ground, so it protects that pipe as well.
So now's the time to make your calendar, folks. There's so much to do to keep your gardens looking good for the year. Matt, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna